Hi, this is Carl, and this is another SOP video for managed service providers. Today we're going to talk about when it's okay for you to borrow money. A few days ago, I put up a note on Facebook about a program that PayPal has, and I'm not endorsing PayPal or anything, but they just had an interesting way of having you be able to borrow money and make automatic payments as it comes out of the sales that you make through PayPal. So I thought it was an interesting idea and kind of a clever way to finance your business. Well, a friend of mine is a business broker, and he helps people figure out the value of their business. And he immediately put a note up there and said, hey, I don't think you should be borrowing money to run your business. And, he talked about the danger signs of that. Well, got me to thinking, there is one important time you should not borrow money. But there's lots of good reasons why you should borrow money. You probably have credit with Ingram or Synix or D&H or somebody, so that when you need a server, you click and you order a server and they send it to you. And within 30 days, you got to pay them back. I think that's a totally legitimate way for you to borrow and pay it back and fund your business. It's also okay under certain circumstances to borrow money for marketing, right? But just be aware, that's a pretty dicey operation. Marketing is never guaranteed, so you have to make sure you've got a way to pay that money back if the marketing doesn't do very much, for your business. It's also okay to borrow money to expand, although, again, there are dangers there. When you borrow money to expand, you'll see that that's where a lot of small businesses actually collapse on their own weight and go out of business, is when they're trying to expand. So be very, very careful about that. It's also okay to borrow money for a special project. I'm going to go off and do some big grand thing with 3 or 4 clients. Well, let's fund that and make sure that it can go, even though, we got to make sure that we price things right and we're pretty guaranteed that we're going to be able to pay it back. So when should you not borrow money? That's the key to success. You should not borrow money for the daily operations of your business. Lots of people end up loaning money to their company. They put stuff on a credit card, or they use their line of credit from the bank, and they once, twice, 3 times a month end up borrowing a little bit of money. And what happens then is you're actually using that money to fund the daily operations of your business. And a lot of times it doesn't get paid back. So what happens is your debt grows a little bit, and instead of your company making money and you taking money out for your retirement, you end up having no retirement, and instead you've got a lot of debt. I see this a lot in our business and in many other small businesses as well. And it should not be the way that you operate on a regular basis. If you have a cash flow problem, you need to deal with that. You should be prepaid for almost everything on the first day of the month. So I know I preach that all the time. You need to make that happen so that you don't end up borrowing money for the daily operations of your business. Also, if you are borrowing money for the daily operations of your business, even if your cash flow is good, that means you don't have a good business model. It means you're probably losing money, so you need to take a really close look at that. And just know it's a danger sign. It's the canary in the coal mine if your business has to constantly borrow money for the daily operations. It should not be the case. Big projects, yes. Marketing, yes. Expansion, yes. There are legitimate reasons that you should borrow money, but day-to-day operations is not one of them. For Small Biz Thoughts, this is Carl Palachuk wishing you all the best in your managed service business.